Welcome. This video explains Coral, a framework for autonomous multi-agent evolution for open-ended discovery. The problem Coral tackles is not ordinary question answering. It is about tasks where there is a clear objective but no known best answer. A faster computing kernel, a better scheduling heuristic, or a tighter mathematical construction. Instead of asking a language model for one solution, Coral asks agents to keep searching, testing, remembering, and improving over time. The motivation starts with a shift in how language models are used for discovery. Early systems rely on one-shot generation. Ask the model, get an answer. Evolutionary systems improve on this by placing the model inside a fixed loop, where it proposes variations and an evaluator scores them. Coral pushes further. Instead of a rigid outer algorithm deciding what to inspect, mutate, and remember, the agents themselves take over much more of the search process. In open-ended discovery, progress usually follows a simple pattern. A system retrieves prior information, proposes a candidate, evaluates it, and updates memory. Fixed evolutionary search hard-codes many of those choices. For example, it may use predefined rules to select parent solutions or update a population. Coral's key claim is that these decisions are part of the intelligence needed for discovery. Agents should decide what evidence matters, when to test, when to pivot, and what knowledge deserves to be preserved. Here is the Coral framework. Multiple long-running agents work in isolated workspaces so they do not overwrite each other's code. They submit attempts to a hidden evaluator, receive scores and feedback, and write artifacts into a shared hub. That hub stores three kinds of memory: evaluated attempts, notes about what was learned, and reusable skills such as scripts or implementation patterns. Agents do not need a fixed chat protocol. They coordinate by reading and writing this shared memory. Coral also adds a practical mechanism called heartbeat. Since agents are not forced through a fixed pipeline, they can get stuck polishing small details or forget to externalize useful discoveries. Heartbeats periodically interrupt that drift. One heartbeat asks for reflection after attempts. Another asks agents to consolidate notes into reusable knowledge. A third detects stagnation and prompts a strategic pivot. The idea is not to micromanage the agent, but to keep long-horizon search healthy. The authors evaluate Coral on a broad mix of tasks. The standard suite includes 6 mathematical optimization problems and 5 systems optimization problems, such as circle packing, signal processing, GPU placement, SQL optimization, transaction scheduling, and cloud transfer. They also test harder stress problems, Anthropic's kernel engineering challenge, and a difficult polyominoes packing task. Baselines include OpenEvolve, ShinkaEvolve, and EvoX, which are all fixed evolutionary search methods using the same seeds, evaluators, and budgets. The first headline result is that a single Coral agent beats fixed evolutionary search. On the 11 math and systems tasks, Coral achieves the best final score on every task and sets new state-of-the-art results on 8 of them. More importantly, it uses evaluations more efficiently. Its improvement rate is typically 3 to 10 times higher, and it often reaches its final score in only 5 to 20 evaluations, while fixed baselines may use 60 to 100. The second headline result is that multiple agents push the frontier further. 4-agent coevolution improves on single-agent Coral, especially on hard problems where one agent plateaus. On kernel engineering, the previous best-known score was 1,363 cycles. A single Coral agent reached 1,350 cycles, but 4 co-evolving agents reached 1,103 cycles. On polyominoes packing, Coral with web search reached 89.4% coverage, surpassing the previous best-known 87%. Why does this work? The paper's analysis points to 3 mechanisms. First, agents often run local tests before spending an official evaluation, catching bugs early. Second, shared notes and skills become especially valuable on advanced tasks where reusable insights accumulate over time. Third, multi-agent runs transfer information across agents. On kernel engineering, many new records came from one agent building on another agent's code. On polyominoes, transfer happened more through shared notes and skills. The takeaway is that open-ended discovery may benefit from giving agents more responsibility, not less. Coral still uses safeguards: isolated workspaces, hidden evaluators, timeouts, session management, and resource controls. But within those boundaries, agents decide how to search, what to remember, and how to reuse each other's discoveries. The result is a system that turns language models from mutation operators into long-running collaborators in an evolving research process.